But the divine event has yet to march on, because it is the whole thing. However, it cannot arrive and march on when there is this stiff mind of night standing as a dreadful obstacle across the path. The mind of night is standing, therefore the divine event cannot march on. Can man remove that obstacle of the mind of night? No, he cannot. It is entirely beyond his capacity. Entirely beyond his capacity. A higher power must come and do it. It is to this stern, grim reality Savitri awakes. Yes, man has come on the scene. Man can participate now in the process of evolution, but evolution cannot really proceed as long as that mind of night is present across the paths. In order to remove that, it is necessary that Savitri must come and remove that obstacle. It is to this stern, grim reality Savitri awakes. Savitri awakes. It doesn't say Savitri was born, Savitri has arrived. Savitri awakes. Savitri has been there since the beginning of the earth. But she was kind of listless, somnolent, in the state of somnolence. Now, with the arrival of man, Savitri suddenly awakes to her mission. Savitri, who has been always here, she awakes with the arrival of man on the evolutionary scene. Awakes, you see. Well, this is what these two lines mean. And Savitri too awoke among these tribes and hastened to join the brilliant Samanascha. So in the whole process of evolution, starting from the fish avatar, so to say, they come to the point of the presence and the work of Savitri. And Savitri too, here is a summoner, and here is chant, the divine caller, and his call. Savitri awakes, the divine call has come. He is the divine summoner. Summon is giving a call, and his call. Divine azan. Azan, that is the Arabic prayer. The call for prayer. It is that azan. It is the call for the prayer. So, summoner's chant is that adhan. Essentially, he doesn't use that way, that word adhan. But I will say it is adhan itself. And see, adhan, what does it say? It says, hurry up, hasten to join the prayer. Allahu Akbar. And the third thing is hasten, hasten. The word is hasten to join the prayer. The call for the prayer has come, and hasten to join the prayer. The whole call has come in there. And here you have got this word hasten. See? And a call, the chant, you see. Here is summoner, and here is chant, the divine caller, and his call, divine azan. Hasten to join the prayer. And here the tribes hastening to join. So, when the azan is there, all the tribes are there that is hastening to join the azan. Savitri also. So, well, this is the immediate meaning in the context of the call of tribe. Savitri also gets up that morning and rushes to be with them, these tribes. The contents of the chant are compelling. She must join. The chant is so powerful, so attractive. She must join the chant, you see. What the chant is, that you will see. And they hasten them to be a part of it. Yes.
This means that the tribes are aware of the summoners.
Yes.
They are aware of the calls. These tribes.
Yes.
You know, that's something.
Yes, so we will see that thing a little more. Yeah, I mean, I am giving the Arabic context here. The summoners call azan. I am giving. It is not there anywhere.
The question is that the tribes, these tribes.
Yes. Now, in those days, there was the tribes, and when the call came, they joined.
These tribes hear the call.
Yes.
They
Means they were ready. You see, obviously, they were obviously ready to some extent.
Within is very
Yeah, within and outside also. I mean, at least there were masters, there were corps which were ready to hear the call and participate in the whole thing. Forget about the entire society, but there were elements there present. Yes, you were saying?
First, it's not Arabic, it's Muslim.
Uh-huh.
It's not Arabic, it's Muslim.
Yes.
It's not Arabic.
No, Azan is Arabic.
I am Arabic, I am not Muslim.
The Azan is not Arabic,
It's Muslim.
but Arab is not. No, but all that thing happened.
No, I mean, don't
I understand. Muslim came later.
No.
Muslim came later.
Adhan, it came with the Muslim.
No,
Of course.
no, it came with Prophet.
Yeah, this is a Muslim.
With the Prophet. So, it came with the Prophet. So, but basically, he was an Arab.
No, but okay.
Muslims happened later on.
It's people, and Islam, it's a religion.
Yeah, but then that started with this. That started with.
But there is 200 million Muslims in India. They are not Arab.
No. No, that is. Forget about the later part.
That's what I mean.
No, forget about the later part. No, that is not the point. The point is basically the call has come. The divine call has come.
This is another question.
Yeah.
Now, my
Now,
second,
the divine call has come from where? In the form of a call, and I am connecting that thing with Adhan. Now, Adhan is basically an Arabic verse.
okay.
Yes, it is an Arabic verse.
Because the Islam speak Arabic.
Adhan is an Arabic verse.
Christian don't have an azan. That's what I mean. Of course not.
Yeah,
The
that's-
azan
you're right.
is only for the Muslim religion.
Now, Muslim came later on. Muslim came later on. First you had Arab. In the Arabs came the Prophet, and it is the Prophet who gave the call.
Yeah, but the Muslim brought the azan.
No. Muslim. It started with Prophet.
The Prophet.
Yes.
It is the Muslim people. The Prophet, which
No.
Prophet?
Actually, one of his slaves used to chant the Adhan 5 times in a day.
Still they do.
No, still that continues. That is different. I'm talking now how it began. When the call for the prayer was chanted by one of the slaves, the Prophet saw that he sang, he spoke, he uttered very, very powerfully. And then he installed that thing as a process. The Prophet himself, the slave, he was calling for the prayer, the masses, and the masses joined for the prayer at that time. And then when he could do that kind of a thing, he was freed. He became a free man. He got his freedom. You see. This was done by the Prophet himself. Well, this is my understanding. If you got something.
For me, the Prophet, you mean the Prophet Muhammad?
Yes.
He brought the prayer, he brought the Islam religion, and he
No,
brought.
I am not talking about, forget about religion and all that. We are talking about forget about religion and other things. At this point, the praise of God is a prayer. That prayer was being uttered 5 times in a day, and the whole procedure was this man would go and call the people around that the time for the prayer is now. You please hasten and join the prayer mass. That is what Adhan means. Allahu Akbar, that is how it stands. And
Yes.
yeah. Great is God and Prophet is the only, you see, that thing you see. Azan, hasten to join. Basically, I am attracted by this word, hasten to join. That Azan, join this prayer. All people are crowded. Well, it is a kind of an immediate historical context, if at all, but we'll see in a different manner, you see.
second question, I come back to Savitri.
Yeah.
So who is actually the summoner here in this side?
We are coming to that. We are coming to that, you see. I am just linking that thing. But before we come to that, but first admire the metrical beauty of the second line. That hasten to join the brilliant summoner's chant. That hasten to join the brilliant summoner's chant. See, this is basically a line. I am Anapis, I am Anapis, I am. Very beautiful, very powerful line. That hasten to join the brilliant summoner's chant. It's a long line. The prayer call is going on. You see, a long line. Hasten to join the brilliant summoner's chant. There is the bouncing, leaping haste in it to be there in time. Time has come for the prayer. Let's go and join. Haste carried by the alliterative N in it. Alliterative N, you see how many N's are there? Hasten, join, brilliant, summoner, chant. 5, 6 N's, you see. And very powerful alliteration also. Hasten to join the brilliant summoner's chant. That the brilliant summoner has come and it should not be missed. The quiet sweep of the voice seems to resound and resound, goes on and on that call, with so many N's and T's in it. T's also. Hasten to join the brilliant summoner's chant. T's also. So many T's are there, you see. Well, this is the metrical part of the line, you see. Then we come to the second section begins with the line, and Savitri too awoke among these tribes. That is what we got here. Savitri too awoke among these tribes. And the line begins with and emphasizing the connection it has with the previous line of man. Man lifted up the burden of his fate. So, and means Savitri is coming and man, the connection is immediately established between the two. It has with the previous lines man, and the frightening load of mortality has to lift. Man has to lift the frightening load of mortality. He has to lift it and he has to save his fate. Man lifted up the burden of his fate. There is a visible connection also between this man and these tribes, you see. We are seeing that thing.